Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we got to discuss the bad news the Bears got as it pertains to their wide receiver, Chase Claypool. We discussed that. We also talk about the Eagles injury report, and we got to touch on this new nickname going around for the Philadelphia Eagles QB1. Jalen, the system, hurts.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today, we got some things to talk about. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, can I ask y'all a favor? Help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that bell so you know when we drop videos, go live for whatever reason. Breaking down to all 22, doing the live play-by-plays, or chopping it up. Also, 4 p.m. on Tuesday, Dave Spadero is coming back on the channel for like the third or fourth time to discuss what happened with the Bears and, of course, the Dallas Cowboys, because Tuesday will be early in the week leading up to Christmas Eve. So make sure you got notifications on so you can hop in there and ask the questions. It's going to be good. Let's get to this first. Jalen, the system hurts. Let me know in the comment section if you like it. It's been floating around on Twitter all day. If you do like it, you can put the muscle emoji that we normally ask later in the video with it, or you can just put Jalen, the system hurts. I want to see how many Jalen, the system hurts we can get in the comment section, and let me know. I did a short. If you check out my shorts, you will see, of course, I got him in the Alabama, the Oklahoma, and the Philadelphia Eagles jersey. And in 2020, in the process of coming out of Oklahoma, Jalen Hurts said he is the system. In this clip that I can't play because the shorts got copyrighted, but it's still up. You can check it in the shorts. He talks about there's a saying going around about system quarterback, this, that, and the third. Well, with all the coaches I got and how he plays, Jalen said, I've been the system. He is the system. He's not a system quarterback. He is the system. Now, he's become a lot more humbler in his older years in the NFL. And that's all good. He's a leader of men. But when he was coming out, he knew and always believed in himself. He talked about his ceiling being as high as anyone. You can't compare me to anyone. And shout out for Jalen talking heavy in his combine and beginning days in the NFL, because he has put people on notice. The biggest reason he's getting this much hate about the supporting cast is because so many people didn't believe in him that they do not want to admit it. So they're going to find everything. It's called moving the goalpost. Check the short out. You might have saw the video. They did a whole clip, like a whole 10-minute video, 5-minute video about it when he was coming out of Oklahoma. That being said, let's get to the Bears news that affects the Eagles. Again, Justin Fields' targets weren't there the last couple weeks. Darnell Mooney, one of the best receivers, on IR. N'Keal Harry is questionable. And a couple hours ago, Bears rule out wide receiver Chase Claypool for Sunday's game against the Eagles. That's another loss. You're talking about their three best wide receivers. Mooney was their best until Claypool got there. But you got too many guys out. Justin Fields, a dynamic player with his legs, and I believe the arm will come around. But he needs some weapons. You got to give this man help, and it's not coming Sunday when the Eagles come to play them at 1 o'clock. This is a big deal for the Chicago Bears. When you look at the Eagles injury report, it's a clean bill of health. Minus C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who's on IR, minus Reed Blankenship, who's still out with a knee. Everybody's good. Bradley's back. Dickerson, Lane Johnson is good, who was banged up during the week. Kyron Johnson, Quez Watkins, all were full participants today. And guess what the Eagles did? We'll talk about how they practiced in a little bit, but they were all full participants. Even Dallas Goedert is on track to be active. He won't be active until like they did with Avonte Maddox. I think tomorrow at 4 p.m. is the last chance they have to activate him off IR, but they did the same process with Avonte Maddox. We saw Goddard catching passes on the sideline, participating in practice, so he should be available. Again, do we really need to rush him with Grant Calcaterra's emergent, Jack Stahl emergent? Of course, they are not Dallas Goddard, but they have been balling for sure. Now, when I talk about practice, I only got this clip. I did another short. If you watch my shorts, you would see any little thing that I would like to talk about in the podcast that I want to get to y'all early. I'm dropping on shorts between the hours of 8 to about 4 or 5 when I finally get home to do the show for y'all. Eagles practicing outside to get ready for that Chicago weather. Today it was a little snow, a little rain, probably 40 degrees, felt like 33. Devontae with the hood over the helmet. Now, it showed more players in the little short video I did. They were cold. You could see the snow. They're ramping up for this December, January playoff push. In Philly, it's going to be cold, but in Chicago, supposedly it's supposed to feel like 15 degrees. And if we know one thing, one of the worst cold handlers on this team, he'll get used to it, is Devontae Smith. But my man, there's so many different things you could wear to help you out. My man got the big hoodie with the huge pullover hoodie to cover the helmet. Shout out to my guy Devontae. I know you I think they said in the comment section, Louisiana boy, you used to that warm weather. Let's see what some of the things said. Boy, it must be really cold. Laughing. I think Devontae will struggle this game. Absolutely hates any kind of cold weather. That's a narrative that's been painted in here. Devontae's going to struggle in the cold weather. No. He is as tough as nails up here. He will be able, with practice, with preparation, nip this in the bud. I don't want to hear that, but there was some funny things in the chat for sure. A lot of love for our guy Devontae Smith. But man, I like it. The Eagles practice, I think, Wednesday and Thursday inside, and rightfully so. You don't got to torture them all the time, but we're going to the Windy City. Let's get used to it Friday real quick before we have to get the plane ride over there and da 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 da. But Smitty got to get used to that cold because in Philly in December it's cold, and if we're getting home playoffs, it's going to be cold. That's where the run game comes in, the toughness of this team and this coaching staff and the mindset of everything. Jalen Hurts is still one of the best leaders in football at the age of what, 24? 23, 24? Hurts still so young. It's only his second year starting. That goes all out the window too. Again, the reason the hate is so big is because nobody wants to be wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong, but the people on TV, certain players, certain people can never admit when they're wrong. They just can't. With that being said, if you haven't put the muscle emoji, put it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Again, Justin Fields, no Darnell Mooney, possibly no N'Keal Harry, and no Chase Claypool. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. The Eagles got to take every game serious. But man, oh man, talking to Dave Spadero on Tuesday, we're going to have a lot of good stuff to talk about as it pertains to the other NFC East team. We're not even going to say their name to give them any benefit of the doubt. But man, the Eagles got to continue this special season. Jalen Hurts is not worried about the MVP race. He's worried about the Super Bowl. And I love that mindset. But regardless of what these analysts are saying, Vegas still got him favored. And he has a great chance to get the MVP as long as we and he continue to stick to what got us 12-1. 13-1 coming. Also, drop your score predictions. I want to flood the chat with score predictions, muscle emojis, and I want y'all to say it if you really liked it. If you got something else to say, I love hearing from you. No matter what it is, I love hearing from y'all. Follow your boy on Twitter. Right here it is. Jalen, the system, Hurts. If you like it, I need it in the chat too. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. Oh, GOAT Talk. We're going to try to do GOAT Talk this weekend. I got to get with LB. Remember, Spadero, 4 p.m. on Tuesday. We out.